Okay, next is str underscore c function, and that's similar to paste. Okay, but the default behavior is like paste 0. So it's similar to paste because you can use the separator SCP, but if you don't have a separator, then a default separator is nothing. So that will be like paste 0 as the default behavior, but you can give a separator that you want. Okay. So so let's take this A here. So strc. Let's do this. X So now it took the 3 elements and put them together, it pasted them. So this is like paste 0. Okay. So if you did paste 0, you get the same answer. But it is unlike paste 0 because you can put a separator okay, you can put any separator you want. So that will insert the separator between the strings. Okay. This will be useful when you are building telephone numbers, for instance. You want to put an hyphen in between, or social security number, things like that. Now, str sub is substring, okay, subset strings, and here is how it works. The syntax is the string, and then the starting value. See, this, you remember L is the indicator for integer in R. So this should be an integer, and then end is -1 L, so that means the last character. So that's your default. So the default is you start from the beginning and go all the way to the end, but of course you can select start and end in between, obviously. Okay, so we have say A C, okay, and you can give a list here or a vector, say apple right, and then if you say str sub A, okay, and then you give the starting point and the ending point, right? So if you did like 2, 3, then it's going to take 2 to 3, okay, for each of them. So if you change that 2 to 4, so it'll give you, if you did 1 to 3, okay, and negative numbers. Okay, so let's look at an example of negative numbers. So if you did -3 to -1, so the count will happen. The order will still be left to right, but the count will be from the right to left. Okay. And then there are some functions that capitalize, changing the case of strings. Okay, you can put them into lowercase or uppercase or title case. These are the three that are available, and this will be done for all the strings in the list or in the vector. Okay, so if we have a string, well, we'll take the same string from A. So A is right here, right? So if we say str to lower A, okay, so everything is lowercase now. If you did str to upper, then okay, everything is uppercase. And if you have str title, will be, I'm going to use sentences is a data set that's part of R. Okay. So, and let's say that we want just the first one. Okay. So, if you don't use the sentences, one ordinarily looks like this. The first sentence in the sentences. Okay. So, this is a regular sentence, but title makes the first letter of each word uppercase. Okay. So, three functions we have: str to lower, str to upper, and str to title. Okay, so these are the case related functions.